You took everything from me, my peace, my love, my reason to live. You didn't just break into my home. You shattered my world. Now, I'm going to take everything from you. You thought this was about survival. It's not. It's not about balance, fairness, or even vengeance. This is about inevitability. This is about the cold, unrelenting truth that when you came for me, you signed your own death sentence. I warned you. When I walked away from the shadows, I told the world to leave me alone. But you couldn't listen. You couldn't help yourself. You had to test me. You had to see if the man you'd heard whispers about was still there, still dangerous, still deadly. You found out, didn't you? But it wasn't enough. Even after you saw what I could do, you kept coming, kept pushing, kept trying to break me. And now, I've stopped caring about who started this war. All I care about is ending it. You think you're ready for me. You're not. You think you can stop me. You can't. This isn't some game where you get a second chance. This isn't some fight where honor plays a role. This is war, and in war, only one side walks away. You've built your empire on the suffering of others, on fear and power and control. But none of that will save you now, because I don't care how many men you have, how much money you've spent, or how untouchable you think you are. You've never faced someone like me. You see, I don't stop. You can send wave after wave of your best men, your most skilled assassins, your deadliest killers, and I'll tear through them like they're nothing. I don't pause. I don't hesitate. I don't second guess myself, because I have nothing to lose. That's what you don't understand. You think you've taken everything from me. No, you've given me something far more dangerous. Clarity. I see the world for what it truly is now, a place where justice is bought, where the strong prey on the weak, where people like you think you can take whatever you want without consequence. But there are consequences. You just haven't faced them yet. Until now. I don't care about your excuses, your reasons, your justifications. None of it matters. All that matters is what happens next. I will tear down everything you've built. Brick by brick, piece by piece, I'll dismantle your empire until there's nothing left but dust and regret. You'll watch as the power you've clung to slips through your fingers, as the men you trusted to protect you fall one by one. You'll realize too late that you've made a mistake you can't undo, a mistake that will cost you everything. You've made me a monster, not by breaking me, but by giving me a reason to fight. You've woken something in me that even I didn't know existed. A drive, a purpose, a hunger for justice, not the kind handed out in courts or written in laws, but the kind that's earned in blood. You've crossed a line you can't uncross. And now, there's no escape. Run if you want to. Hide in your towers, behind your walls, surrounded by your gods. It won't matter. I'll find you. I always do. And when I do, there won't be negotiations. There won't be mercy. There will only be me. You've taken the last thing I cared about. And in doing so, you've given me something far worse. A reason to destroy everything you hold dear. You see, this isn't about revenge. Revenge is petty, small, fleeting. This is about consequence. This is about making sure that when your name is whispered, it's spoken with fear, not respect. That when people talk about what happened to you, they understand it wasn't just one man coming after you. It was justice. It was inevitability. You thought you could break me, but all you've done is remind me who I really am. I am not the man who begs for peace anymore. I am not the man who looks for compromise. That man died when you crossed me. What's left is a force you can't bargain with, can't stop, can't kill. You wanted a war? You've got one, but don't think for a second that you'll win. You've never fought someone like me, someone who's walked through hell and come out the other side, someone who doesn't fear death, who doesn't stop when he's hurt, who doesn't rest until the job is done. You took everything from me. Now I'm going to take everything from you. And when it's all gone, your power, your empire, your legacy, you'll finally understand what you've done. But by then, it'll be too late. You thought you could control the outcome. You thought you were untouchable, that your money, your men, your influence could shield you from the consequences. But power is an illusion, and you're about to learn the price of believing in it. Do you know what separates us? You built your empire on greed and fear. You rose to power by stepping on the necks of anyone who dared to stand in your way. You took what you wanted without care for who it hurt. But me, I was forged in loss. I was tempered in pain. Everything I have, I earned. Everything I've become was shaped by fire, carved by grief, and strengthened by rage. You don't know what it means to fight for something real. I don't need an army. I don't need wealth or connections. I am my own weapon. Every scar, every memory, every ounce of pain, those are my allies. They remind me of why I fight, why I can't stop, why I won't stop. You've spent your life hiding behind walls, sending others to do your dirty work. But you can't hide from me. I don't care how far you run. I don't care how many bodies you put between us. All that matters is the moment I find you, and trust me, that moment is coming. I've studied men like you. You think you're smart, don't you? You think you can predict my moves, set traps, outmaneuver me. But you've already failed, because you don't understand what you're dealing with. You're not facing a man. You're facing a force of nature. You see, I don't stop when it gets hard. I don't back down when the odds are stacked against me. Pain doesn't slow me down. It fuels me. Fear doesn't paralyze me. It drives me forward. You've never faced someone like me because people like me don't survive long enough to become a threat. But here I am, standing in the ruins of what you tried to take from me, and I'm just getting started. Your empire is a house of cards, and I'm the storm that's going to bring it down. You think you've built something indestructible? You haven't. You've built a legacy on lies, on betrayal, on the backs of people who feared you. But fear is fragile. All it takes is one man willing to fight back, one man willing to say enough, and the whole thing collapses. That man is me. You wanted to test me? You've passed the point of no return. Every step I take brings me closer to you. Every move I make tightens the noose around your neck. You might not see it yet, but your time is running out. You'll know when it's over, not because of some dramatic moment, but because you'll look around and realize there's nothing left. No men, no resources, no escape. Just me and the justice you thought you could outrun. This isn't just personal, it's inevitable. You made a mistake, and mistakes have consequences. You thought you could take from me without giving anything in return. But you forgot one simple truth. Everything comes at a price. You took everything from me, and now I'm going to take everything from you, piece by piece, until there's nothing left. You thought you were untouchable, didn't you? You thought you could bury me under the weight of your power, your influence, your reputation. But you underestimated one crucial thing. I don't break, I don't fold, and I don't stop. You've spent your life playing the puppet master, pulling strings, making others dance to your tune. But this This isn't one of your games. This is real. And the rules here are simple. You took from me, so now I'm going to take from you. Your world is crumbling. Can you feel it? The walls you built to keep others out, to keep yourself safe, are coming down. The men you paid to protect you are gone. They weren't loyal. They were just afraid. And fear doesn't stand a chance when it's up against someone with nothing to lose. You've run out of places to hide. You can't buy your way out of this. You can't talk your way out of this. Your power means nothing to me. Your connections mean nothing to me. Because when you stripped everything I loved away from me, you created a monster that doesn't care about politics, about rules, about limits. You thought you could scare me. You thought you could break me. Let me tell you something. Fear is for the weak. Fear is for the untested. And I've been through the fire. I've faced the worst this world has to offer and come out the other side, not unscathed, but unrelenting. You, on the other hand, you've been protected your whole life. Your power has been a shield, your money a sword. But now that those things are gone, what's left? Nothing. You're hollow. A man who thought he was untouchable, but didn't realize just how fragile his empire really was. Every move you make, every step you take, brings you closer to the end. You can feel it, can't you? That gnawing in your chest, the whisper in the back of your mind that says, this is it. You're not afraid of me. You're afraid of what I represent. The end of everything you built. The undoing of every lie you told yourself to sleep at night. You're afraid because you know I'm right. You thought taking from me would break me, but it only made me stronger. Every loss, every scar, every ounce of pain, it all sharpened me, hardened me, turned me into the weapon that's coming for you. And let's get one thing clear. This isn't about revenge. Revenge is fleeting. It's shallow. This is about something deeper. This is about justice. This is about making sure you understand what happens when you cross someone like me. When you take something so precious, so irreplaceable, you don't just walk away. You pay. And your payment will be steep. Do you know what real power is? It's not money. It's not influence. It's not control. Real power is resilience. It's the ability to stand back up no matter how many times you've been knocked down. It's the refusal to quit, to break, to surrender. And that's why I'll win. Because you've never had to fight for anything real in your life. You've never had to claw your way out of the dark, to rebuild yourself piece by broken piece. But I have. Every step I take is a promise that this ends with me. A promise that you'll feel every ounce of the pain you inflicted on me 1,000 times over. You took everything from me, and now I'm taking everything from you. Your power, your empire, your legacy. One by one, I'll strip it all away until there's nothing left but the hollow shell of the man who thought he could break me. You'll know what it feels like to lose everything. You'll know what it feels like to have the world you built turned to ash. And when it's over, when you're sitting alone in the ruins of your life, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember the day you crossed the wrong person. You'll remember the price you paid. This is who I am now, not the man I was before, not the man you tried to destroy. I am the reckoning you didn't see coming. I am the consequence of your actions, the result of your arrogance. You thought you could take from me and walk away unscathed. But I don't let things go. I don't stop. And I never, ever forgive. You don't understand the depth of what you've done. You didn't just hurt me. You unleashed something you can't control. You thought you could steal, destroy, and walk away unchallenged. But you forgot one thing. People like me don't die quietly. We rise. We retaliate. Every breath I take is a reminder of what you've done. Every scar is a testament to the hell I've endured. And every step I take is leading me closer to you. You might think you've prepared for this, but nothing can prepare you for the kind of wrath I'm bringing. You think you've suffered? You don't know the meaning of the word. I have walked through the abyss. I have felt the crushing weight of loss, the kind that steals the air from your lungs and leaves you gasping in the dark. I've clawed my way out of that pit with nothing but sheer will and a hunger for retribution. And now I'm coming for you. You've built walls to keep me out. You've surrounded yourself with men, weapons, defenses. But all of it is meaningless, because no wall can hold back the storm. No amount of muscle or firepower can stop a man who's already lost everything. You don't see it yet, but your empire is already crumbling. Every deal you made, every alliance you forged, every secret you buried, it's all unraveling. You thought you were untouchable, but you're not. You're human, vulnerable, mortal, and I am the reckoning you never saw coming. You've lived your life in shadows, pulling strings, making others do your dirty work. But now you have to face me, not as the untouchable figure you pretended to be, but as a man stripped of his lies and facades. This isn't just revenge. This is a message. You thought you could play God, taking lives, destroying families, tearing apart what you didn't build. But now you'll learn the truth. Actions have consequences. Every wrong you've committed, every life you've ruined, every drop of blood you've spilled, it's all coming back to you. And I'll make sure you feel every ounce of it. You've never met someone like me before. Most people would have given up by now. They'd have broken under the weight of what you did. But I'm not most people. I don't break. I don't bow. You took everything from me, and in doing so, you created your worst nightmare. Because I've become relentless, unstoppable, a force of nature that won't rest until justice is served. Every step you take, every move you make, every breath you draw, I'm there, watching, waiting, closing the distance. You think you're safe behind your money, your power, your connections, but none of that matters anymore. You've run out of places to hide, because this is personal, this is inevitable. You wanted to take from me, but you failed to realize the cost. You've made a grave mistake, and now it's too late to turn back. This isn't just about making you pay. This is about making sure you understand the magnitude of what you've done. You thought you could break me, but all you did was sharpen me. Every piece of me is a weapon now, honed by the pain you caused. When I come for you, it won't be quick. It won't be clean. I want you to feel it. The fear, the loss, the inevitability of what's coming. I want you to understand what it's like to have everything you've built ripped away, piece by agonizing piece, until there's nothing left. I want you to see the world through my eyes, to know the pain you caused, to taste the bitterness of defeat. You're not untouchable. You're not invincible. You're just a man, and I'm the storm that's going to bring your world crashing down. You took everything from me. Now I'm going to take everything from you, one by one, until there's nothing left. And when it's done, when there's nothing left but the ashes of what you thought was untouchable, you'll understand. You'll see that you were never the predator, never the invincible figure you painted yourself to be. You were prey all along, and you didn't even know it. This isn't just the end for you.